Am I the asshole for dropping our baby off on my ex-husband and demanding he take the baby every other week, even though he wants to be an every other weekend dad?
That was a mouthful.
This is so messy. My ex-husband, 29 male, and I, 28 female, originally agreed not to have any children. We live in Texas, and this world just isn't a place I wanted to bring a child into. I also never wanted to be a mother. My IUD failed and I got pregnant. I was devastated because I wouldn't be able to get an abortion since we live in Texas. I wanted to travel out of state to get an abortion, and I wanted him to get a vasectomy since I didn't want to risk this happening again. He refused both. He said he wouldn't take me out of state to get an abortion, and he made me very scared of criminal charges. He also refused a vasectomy to prevent more children since he didn't want to mutilate himself. Long story short, I filed for divorce a month after the baby was born. It took a little over 2 months for the divorce to finalize, which was a month ago. Baby is now 4 months old, and the maternity leave that I was lucky enough to have is up. Ex-husband has moved into his own apartment. I live alone in my house that I've owned prior to the marriage, that I inherited from my grandparents. Ex-husband has been visiting the baby here and there on weekends, but hasn't had the baby overnight, ever. I've suggested it, but he refused. To be honest, I don't really like being a mother. The baby and I just haven't bonded much. I've heard that sometimes it takes a while. I've been overwhelmed and needed a break. I tried calling him and talking to him about agreeing to a custody situation. He blew me off and said he'll let me know when he finds a weekend that works for him. I was really pissed. I had this baby because of him largely, or I would have gotten an abortion. I love my baby, but I don't want to be a full-time mom. I want 50-50. I work from home as a software developer. I'm lucky enough to be able to watch the baby while I work, so I don't have to pay for daycare. But I need time to be productive with my work. So I figured 1 week I can be unproductive while watching my child, and the next week I can work extra hard to make up for it. My job is flexible, so it will work for me. My ex was dodging my calls, so I took her son and a diaper bag and showed up at my ex's work. He works as a car salesman. He was shocked to see me, and even more shocked when I handed him the baby. I told him, we're doing 50-50 custody. You have the baby this week. You can drop him off at my house next Monday. He freaked out, said who will watch the baby while he works. I suggested he pay for daycare if he needs it. He said he can't afford daycare. We argued, and I told him to figure it out. If I have to figure out how to be a mom, then he has to figure out how to be a dad. His parents are calling me every name under the damn sun. Meanwhile, they don't want to babysit for him. Am I the asshole?
Oh, this one pisses me off. All the people that are pro-life never actually give a shit when the baby is actually fucking born. Never do their fucking part. People with picketing and, standing outside of Planned Parenthood and, trying to discourage abortion. Are they out adopting babies or anything? No. All this guy has to do is be a fucking dad to his child.
That he wanted.
And literally threatened his wife because she wanted to go to another state and he threatened criminal charges. What a sick fuck you are. Mm-hmm. This one actually is getting me riled up. The only thing that I'm hesitant about is will he actually care for the baby? Will he actually take care of the baby?
Neglect
he will
and stuff.
Probably neglect it.
It feels like he's not even capable.
Yeah. He doesn't care.
Good on you for putting that on him. I hope it turns out okay, but
me too, but
I would be worried.
I would be worried.
Yeah.
I would be worried as well. This is a really shitty situation to be in.
He's a really shitty person.
Beyond.
I feel like your baby's going to come back with rashes after a week from him not properly changing diapers and feeding him on time. And I don't know, I would be so concerned. So there's an edit. For all of you suggesting adoption, I tried that while I was pregnant. My ex refused. I couldn't give up the baby for adoption without his permission. Also, I've contacted a lawyer about getting custody formalized, but I haven't heard back. But like, what else can you do? Like,
I know, literally, what else can you do?
You're at your limit. Like, you need to force him to take responsibility.
Even if, like, let's say that the courts, like, the law did get involved and she got, like, finalized custody. Sorry, they got split custody.
Yeah.
Would that mean, like, I don't know, like, if he neglects the baby, when you have custody, does that mean that you have to, like, care for the kid or child, properly?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I would hope
If they're
so.
under your care and you don't, then you go to jail for child neglect, child abuse.
But what if it's, like, something like, not changing the diapers?
Yeah, if the baby gets rashes and shit,
Yeah.
that's child neglect. Yeah.
I mean,
you can
I don't
go to
know.
jail.
Okay, that's great then. I think she should go that way. Go that
Absolutely.
route and just go through the authorities and just do it, like, the proper way, because...
My question is like, okay, like sometimes people like fight for full custody and then, they get joint custody.
Yeah.
Can you fight for 50-50 custody
Right?
and get it given to you? Like, what if he's
I know,
like...
I feel like I've never heard a situation like this.
Can they force full custody on you, even though you're like, hey, I want that dickhead to have him every other week for the full week?
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty reasonable. I like that split custody more than I like giving up weekends.
Yeah.
Like, you sleep at your dad's house for 1 week, you sleep at your mom's house, and you go back, you vice versa. They have to live close enough to the school. They can get to the same school and stuff. Better than just like, oh, I get them every single weekend. It's like you get them for the whole week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking sleazy car salesman. Bet you he worked at BMW.
Hate those guys.
Ah!
Side eye.
Ah! Top comment. Not the asshole. Your ex forced this situation by preventing your choices, then expects to parent only when convenient. Damn right you need breaks. You're doing what needs to be done while he acts shocked that fatherhood requires actual effort. His when I feel like it approach isn't parenting, it's visiting. Your time matters too. Get a formal custody agreement immediately because no court would allow him to just be a weekend dad given these circumstances. Document everything. You need time to work and recover, period.
Yep. Yeah. Just go through the system and just make sure that he is liable.
Yeah. Make him fucking pay.
Make him rue the day.
Make him rue the day.
Like Harley reference.
Or, okay. What would be better? 50-50 custody and there's a chance of neglect for the child when he's in his care and risk. Or
pay.
You go for full custody and you fucking take all the child support money.
Take all his money.
And you hire a nanny.
I do feel like that might be better.
Right? If he's 50-50, he probably wouldn't have to do child support. There'd be no child support payments.
Yeah.
You would have to pay for stuff when he's with you. And you'd have to split medical bills and school costs and the big ticket items.
Yeah.
But other than that, you have to handle the food and everything when he's with you so you don't have child money or child support. Or you go for full custody and you make him pay that child support. You make him pay that $500 a week and you take that money and you hire a nanny to help you out. I think I would rather do that.
Would it even out? I actually don't know. I feel like
I don't know.
Childcare is very expensive.
True. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to take all the freaking money from him I could.
Yeah. Shitty guy.
All right. Back to you.
All right.